Guys, welcome to part 2 of Triple Threat Thursday. I'm Michael, and I am a Tunisian crochet artist, I guess you call us. But before we get started, let's get into some hellos. I'm going to scroll all the way up. There's Ivy B. Hi, Sweetie Pie. And Dinky. Hi, Jennifer. Shirley Bain. Hi. Mary King. Excuse me. Hi, how are you doing today? Now, also, before I continue, I want to let you all know something. If you stay towards the end, I've got something to announce. And it's going to be something you all will want to take a part of. And we'll just leave it at that. And hi, Mary King. And there's Dazzling Crochet Trinkets, Sandy. Hi, how are you doing, Sweetie Pie? Barb Jarvie, hi. And thank you for the Dawn Aaron raid. And there's Mima D. Hi, Dom P. How are you? Mary King again. And Chance and Cindy. Hi, how are you doing, sweetie? Thank you for coming in. And there's Tracy Crochets. Katrina Crochet, Hooks and Loops. Hi, both of you ladies. And there's Miss Anita. Hi, thank you for coming over. And there's Spring, part 2. Yay! And there's Grandma C. Skip into the loo. Well, waddling, actually. Hey, that's what I do. I can't run. I ain't skipping for nobody. I'll break another leg. And Tony can tell you, I've done that before. And, of course, speaking of Tony, there's Tony. Regina Layfield, hi, how are you? Rachel, and I gave Rachel a blue dress. And yes, it was like it's a wrestling match. I know the theme music, it's pretty cool, huh? And Nana Michelle, hi, how are you? Hi, all. Here for part 2 of, sorry, my foot itches, of Triple Threat Thursday. Just got to get my Depends on aspirin. They're beaded. And there's Nisi. Hi, Nisi. Thank you for coming over, sweetie. And there's the work wifey, Dawn Aaron. I don't want to get too far behind like I did last week. That was brutal on my eyes. Okay, so. And yes, the Zoila. And there's Zoila. Hi, Zoila. I know my old time couldn't really make it a lot because of doctor's appointments and everything. And thank you for being here, sweetie. Thank you so much. There's Shirley Bain. Hi. And there's Chris Kaleidoscope. Hi, how are you doing? And there's Sharon Loves Purple. And yes, she loves purple. She's the purple people eater. Alrighty. Trying to scroll through a little bit. And there's Spring again. I'm getting there. And Jessica Freeman. Hi, thank you for coming in, sweetie. And Karen Nessel. Karen Nelson. Hi. And there's Don Yarndall. Hi. Thank you for coming, sweetie. Really appreciate it. Everybody here, I really appreciate being here. It's amazing. And there's Linda. I am not going to butcher your last name. Conair, I'm guessing. That's maybe. But I really don't want to butcher it. So if you want to tell me how to pronounce it in the chat, I'll read it and I will remember that. And let's go on down. People are just talking to each other. Yes, this is going to be a really fun announcement. It's going to be the first on my channel. And the Shazam how about say 007? Look at me. The Shazam 07. And there's, hi, how are you doing? And there's Denise Lee. Hi, Lisa's Crochet. Thank you for coming over. And there's Tank. Leaving a thumb, cannot stay. Thank you, though. Thank you very much for the thumb. Let's see. I don't think y'all want to hear me cough. Okay, and there's my eyes are playing tricks on me. There's Bertha Lutters. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you for coming. Now, I do have some things I've been working on, and the first new Friday tutorial actually drops tomorrow morning. And it's a simple one. It's one that people kind of wanted to learn and see how to do with for Tunisian, and that is beads. How to put beads on Tunisian. And I've gave several examples of the ones that you shouldn't do because your beads are going to end somewhere else. And I gave an example of how to get them to where you want them to go. And I'm working on other tutorials for Fridays. I've got some really cool ear warmers I'm doing, different styles. So there's going to be a couple of times you're going to see, or a few days, well, a few weeks where it's going to be an ear warmer, ear warmer, ear warmer, because of different styles. And you can pick the ear warmer you want to do. And then after that, there's going to be a lot of other stuff. A lot. I have a list and it is long. And I'm also going to be doing, trying to figure out some older stitches that were technically considered lost in Tunisian. Missy, wonderful, wonderful Missy, found them in an old crochet book. And she sent them to me. I got to decipher their wording because it is different. Because that was back in the time that Tunisian was called something else. Tunisian has gone through several name changes throughout history. It was Afghan stitch, Queen Victoria's crochet, Queen Victoria stitch. You name it, it has gone through it. It's been called the Baltic crochet. You name it. And that's where it gets hard to find these stitches, because the modern stitches I can find easy. And I've collected around 304 Tunisian stitches. And I'm doing tutorials on every single one of them because, like I said, I want everything to be out there to everybody. I don't want to be hoarded by any certain person, but I want to be able to get it out there and everybody get it. You know, my tutorials are beginner friendly. Even my advanced ones are going to be beginner friendly because I want these tutorials to be as if you came in and you don't have a single clue about Tunisian, but you can pick it up. I'm going to teach you the basics right then and there at the beginning of the video. Then we're going into the stitch and I'm going to walk you through the stitch. I tried to just make my stuff easy for everybody. I want this to grow. I want Tunisian to grow. And it's getting more and more spotlight, but I want it to grow more. You know, yes, TL Yarncraft, he teaches excellently. Nastasia, or Donna Wolf from Nastasia, she teaches wonderfully. But they're different teaching styles. TL Yarncraft teaches one way, she teaches one way, and I teach another way, and I'm nowhere near their numbers. But I'm hoping that, you know, this little bit helps get Tunisian up there more. I'm going to get back to the comments for a moment so I can get down to the bottom. And then we can talk about other stuff. And there's Marianne, Mama Winch. Hi, how are you doing, sweetie? I saw your cooking video, just so you know. And there's Brandon. Hi, Brandon. How are you doing? Another hometown boy. And oh, I said it. I said it correctly. Woo! French kind of paid off. And there's Christy. Hi, Christy. How are you? And there's the sweetest Miss VJ. Hi. I'm sorry I missed your live yesterday. I was busy trying to film, trying to get these tutorials. So it's kind of hard when I'm doing these tutorials to actually, you know, have YouTube running because I'll get distracted. I'll leave the stuff recording. And next thing I know, I have like 5 hours worth of nothing recorded. and then I have to start all over again. And thank you, Sandy. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for the greetings. Great to be here. Triple T. I love that. And like Dawn Aaron said, this whole collaboration thing is something that kind of makes sense. You got someone who makes yarn, someone who dyes it, and someone who uses it. You know, that's the whole where the whole premise came from. Yes, Dawn Aaron does a lot more. Yes, Spring does a lot more. No, Michael doesn't do a lot more. But I love to talk Tunisian. Y'all see my excitement about Tunisian. I want to talk Tunisian. Here in a moment, we're going to be talking about some other stuff. It's yarn related, and I'm pretty sure y'all can see it. But I'm going to try to scoot down and keep on going. And hi, Blessed to Crochet. Thank you for coming. How are you doing? What? Tracy has a question. What Tunisian hooks do you suggest for beginners? For me, if you aren't 100% sure you want to do Tunisian, just get yourself your regular crochet needle, make up your swatches, a couple of inches. Do it on that. And if you end up, okay, I want to try this, then you can go to, if you have Hobby Lobby in your town, believe Michael's may carry them. I know some Joann's carries the long, where is it? There it is. These longer Afghan hooks. Work up a bigger project. Play with it. See if you really, really enjoy it. And if you do, then invest into a good set. And sets are pretty pricey. They can start between $50 to $350, $400. The set that I prefer is the Knitter's Pride Ginger set. That set I love to death. It is wooden. It's not bamboo. It is a very, very nice set, and it allows the yarn to move across the needle smoothly. I am playing with the AliExpress metal hooks. I'm still on the fence of those. I'm working. I want to work up a full project instead of swatches. I want to work up a full project before I say yay or nay on that set. It's still on the fence. I'm somewhat a fan, somewhat not a fan. It has pros and cons. And I'm doing a project in it, and then I'm doing my tutorials with my normal wooden needle, and I feel the difference. So start out cheap. You don't have to spend a lot of money to do Tunisian. Like I said, you can use your regular crochet needle, and you can do interlace. And those blankets look really pretty. You know, you don't need to go out and spend money to do it. These larger Afghan needles, you can make scarves on them. You can make blanket squares and then do a join as you go and make the blanket squares. You could do all the different stitches like Dawn Aaron is going to be doing and make you pretty much a stitch sampler blanket. But I hope that answered your question. Okay, I'm going to keep going down. I got a little bit on a tangent. Y'all know me in Tunisian. I can go on tangents for hours because I love it. And are you doing? No, I'm not. I don't have time. I really don't have time. I've got a lot of things I have to get now with all the influx of new family members that have subscribed to my channel. I just don't have the time to devote to a Tunisian crochet along, any crochet alongs, because I'm trying to put more content out there besides just the stitches. I want to be able to show people how to create products, items, and also I'm also in the process of designing some of my own stuff, and I need to film that, and it's that's why the past week or so I've been kind of scarce on the YouTube streets because I'm getting all this down, all this influx, which is great. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I just never knew that there was this much interest, and then with Bod and Juan and everybody else there, it's putting a spotlight on Tunisian, and I want to keep that spotlight on Tunisian and show people what is possible in Tunisian, because there's a lot that's possible, a lot. If you could think of it in crochet, you can do it in Tunisian. So I hope that kind of answers your question. I mean, I wish I had time. I really do. I just don't. Okay, sorry. I am going to be. And there's Pam, sweet Pam. Thank you for coming, sweetie. Thank you so much. And that's going. But there's a lot that I have planned, and things are already. Some of them was already in the works, and there's going to be some that I'm one of those that I can't have multiple whips, but this new schedule, I guess you can call it, I'm going to have multiple whips. So I'm going to be doing things. And then Shirley's asking a question. I did a stitch that I'm not, if it's a stitch. Well, it's obviously a stitch. I did several rows of it, but I didn't learn it anywhere. I just played with the yarn. Well, if you want to put a picture on um, your community tab, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna pull you up, and if you have a community tab and you can put a picture on it, do that. Or you can go to my Facebook page and message me. Uh, I got to figure out my Facebook page because it's set as a business. I want it to be not a business one, so I have to redo some stuff. But you can send it to me there or my Instagram, and we can. I'm gonna go to your channel. Well, where did it go to me? What did it do to me? That's not what I wanted. Sorry, I'm looking around my camera. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, you don't have that yet. But if you do send it to me in Facebook Messenger, I will look at it. You may have created a new stitch. You never know. I've created a new stitch I haven't put out yet. I'm saving that for later on down the road. And I'm trying to perfect the instructions. I'm not good at writing instructions. So I'm perfecting writing the instructions to the stitch that I created. So I hope that helps. But yes, please get in touch with me. It's MDL Crochet Facebook and MDL Crochets Instagram. Both of those are linked in my About Me on my main page. Okay, let's keep on going. And I'm trying to get to the bottom, and it doesn't. Ooh, it looks like I'm getting there. So we could start talking about other stuff. And yes, I forgot to point this out. My favorite hook, if you go to my community page, a little bit further down, it was posted just a few days ago, but I've had to do some posts. It's on there. It's the Knitter Pride set. You can go through that, and you can see the set that I like. It is a wonderful set. I love it to death. There's also our first set was a cheap Amazon set. Wouldn't it came in a plastic little pouch, clear through pouch, and it worked wonders for years. I think we had that for 8 years before I bought the Knitter Pride, give or take. I've had the Knitter Pride about 2 years now, so yeah. So they work really well. And hi, Kelly. Thank you for coming, sweetie. How are you today? Okay. And we got here. Yes, Jessica, she's asking, do the AliExpress hooks have swivel cables? I got a set from Temu. I believe they are wood. I really like them, but wish they were swivel. The Where is it? Oh, it's connected to the project I can't show yet. They are swivel, and they are. I can show some of it. The cord is braided metal in there, and coated in like a plastic coating. They are swivel. That's what amazed me. We got our swivels, I want to say about a month ago, our first swivel cords. And I never believed that they were a game changer. So I was like, I'm never going to spend the money on it. Swivel cords are a game changer. If you're going to get into Tunisian, Get yourself some swivel cords. They are a game changer. And I hope I've done everything correctly with Nightbot dropping people. And Lou, hi Lou, hi. Thank you for coming. New to your channel, I tried simple stitch and stopped because it kept curling up. Tunisian is going to curl. No matter how you do it. You can go up. You're supposed to go up 2 sizes from your actual needle, from what the actual yarn says. If the yarn says use a 5mm, go up 2. That helps with the curl. Your tension helps with the curl. However, it's still going to curl because you're pulling from the front. Or, there's a few stitches that don't curl, but you're going to curl. And the best way, if you're working with acrylic, to get rid of the curl is wait till after you wash it and steam it. Just steam the curl out. Because it's acrylic, you don't want to burn it or melt it. So be careful with the steaming, but just steam it. It'll get rid of the curl. Blocking it gets rid of the curl. But for acrylic, steaming works best. For fibers, cotton, plant and animal fibers, blocking works best after you're done. But Tunisian is going to curl. Oh, thank you, Pam. Let's see. I'm trying to... Roxanne, a lot of people are iffy about Tunisian because of... I'll show a little bit of it. Where's that? Come on now. Because of that aspect right there. Because you're keeping all the loops on your hook. That's what a lot of people are scared about. Now, when you're pulling up, you're keeping the loops on. But once you get to the end and you're coming back, the loops come off. If you can get past that, it's easy. It is intimidating, but it's easy. I try to explain it in my videos, my tutorials, as easy as possible. Like I said, that the most beginners, novices can pick it up and understand it. As long as you have some basic crochet knowledge, just to make a chain, then you're going to do great in Tunisian. If you have a knitting background, that's even going to help you even better. But you don't even need that to do Tunisian. I can teach you from the get-go. I do that in every video. How to do your base chain, where you got to pull up your loops, what you got to do. And I show you examples of what not to do. And that is just, I think, the best way to teach somebody is to show them the do's and don'ts and show them the ins and outs. Okay, I'm going to keep going. And Tony answered it too. He does Tunisian too. And there's Christina Milken. Hi, thank you for coming in, sweetie. I appreciate you being here. I really do. Everybody. Okay, she sent it on Facebook. I'm gonna see what I can see. Okay, I gotta turn it. That's a mix, Shirley, because that's what she did. Yeah, it doesn't want to focus, but that is a mix of 2 stitches you did. That is a mix of the full stitch and mesh stitch. That is awesome. And you just did it. So I'll keep it and I'll look to see if it's been done before. And if it hasn't, then me and you need to talk. Okay. Question. If you want to order a single Knitter's Pride to check it out, what size is best? I like 6.5, but because most value yarn, because I know we're all cheap, we don't have the $40 to spend on a fancy skein of golden embroidery yarn, and we all use, either Big Twist, Red Heart, the value stuff, and those are usually 4 weight, and those usually require like a 5. Get you a 7. Get you a 7 millimeter and play with it. If you can't find a 7 millimeter, 6.5 will do. You just got to make your stitches a little bit looser. And Sandy, yes, Tunisian, most of them do curl, but the texture is amazing. The textile, the everything about it, especially when we start getting into other stitches. And if I'm trying to see where we're at on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like in 6 weeks, I have a stitch dropping called the Alpine stitch. That stitch is a little complicated. It's almost intermediate, but not. But it is pretty. The Star Stitch, which is 2 weeks after that, is very, very pretty. That one is a little bit more complicated as well, but it is very, very pretty. I'm going to keep going down. Okay, what did she say? I don't think others can post. Oh, they can't. Yeah, she can send me a message, and she did. Thank you, VJ. I don't know what I was thinking though, but yeah, thank you, VJ. And hi, Gabby. How are you? Thank you for coming. And Sandra West. Hi. Let's keep on going. Well, tonight's trivia, she's got a whole category dedicated to pandas. That is awesome. And there's Shannon. Hi, Shannon. Thank you for coming. Sorry I missed your live on Monday. I actually was asleep. I just haven't been sleeping well. All of this happy stuff just doesn't. This weather up and down, up and down. It's like make up your mind. It just hurts. Okay, let's keep on. So, and hi, Cecilia. Thank you for coming, babe. Crafty Annie, thank you for being here. And then Jessica Freeman, my cords look like that as well, just not swivel. Yeah, the AliExpress ones are swivel though. I was playing with them before I even started messing with them. They are swivel, and they don't. Even the other swivel ones, the regular swivel cords, you have a chance for it to bunch up and kind of poke through the uh, the stitches. These AliExpress ones don't. I haven't checked to see if they will fit on my Knitter's Pride. Because if they'll fit on my Knitter's Pride, that's a bigger game changer for me. Alrighty, I'm gonna keep going, trying to get to the bottom, and I see where time-wise I'm almost there. And yes, Tony has said the swivel cords are a game changer. They're like, we ain't going to get stuck. We ain't going to poke it through. And you're like, I love these cords. You really do. At first, when we both tried them, we were iffy on the swivel cords because for so long we used the stiffer ones that come with the sets, and so we were iffy. For 10 years, we were using those stiffer ones, and then we got the swivel ones. That was a huge game changer. We were iffy, but man, that doing a few rows, our mind changed down on a heartbeat. And there's Mima D. Hello to all the beautiful people. Oh, you're welcome, Zoila. It is very, like I said, it is with acrylic, steam, 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 steam. If you don't, blocking doesn't really affect acrylic much because acrylic is a plastic and plastic has a core memory that needs to be heated out of it. I used to take my skeins and roll them into a ball. That helped with some of the curling and some of the when you pull out a skein, it's all looks like ramen noodles. Well, when you roll it into a ball, well, you're stretching it a little bit, so you're helping its memory change course. But steam is like it's very very quick. And then what? Denise Lee, what about a row in the back row, then front loop? have to think about that one. I know there's a stitch, but also the anti-curling stitches, if you're talking about for the curl, the two best ones to use is the reverse stitch because they're easy, and it's the purl stitch because it's easy. And the purl makes everything sunken, and it is an anti-curler. The reverse stitch, which is in the back loop when you're pulling up, it's an anti-curler. The bod blanket that I made all the way around as the border, I did reverse stitch. It helps. It helped me whenever it came time to, after washing, to steam it. It had a little bit of a curl because it was so huge and I had it rolled up here constantly. So it had some curl to it because of that aspect, but otherwise the curling from the actual work itself didn't have any. It was the curling that was there was because I had it rolled up, and it was so huge and I had to have it rolled up because I'm not going to sit here and yes. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep going, trying to get down. I'm trying to answer as many questions as I can. And what is this? Sorry. And I do apologize. I think not my Nightbot's messed up. If you want to drop your link, I have to find the banner for that. There, I'll just run that. And that's LLAP. I thought if my Nightbot's working, I don't know why he's not doing that. I didn't change anything. It's Nightbot. Who knows? And Nessa said something, I guess. Okay, I don't there. Oh, I didn't see Nessa. Hi, Nessa. How are you doing, sweetie? And Deb said, if you do graph cans, is there anything you can do for a backing when it's finished? I haven't. But you could add a batting and then do like a kind of a quilt thing. I'm guessing. I normally don't, but I'm guessing you could, or you could crochet just a blank piece and then stitch it on. That's the only things I can think of off the top of my head. And there was Nissa. I just finished working and was going through yarn orders. Oh girl, we about to talk some yarn here in a minute. So I'm trying to get to the bottom so I don't miss comments. And remember, if I don't answer your comment, please leave it in the replay and I will answer it. I'm just trying to get to them. And then Shannon's like, she likes loops and threads, soft classic. I haven't touched. I've touched it, but it's okay to me. And hi Jennifer, how are you doing? Uh, okay. Shannon, Sharon. Well, hello Jennifer. Thank you for coming. I really do appreciate it. And there's the naked snail. Hi, how are you doing? And sorry, my throat's getting dry. Okay, I'm trying to go through and make sure I didn't miss any comments. And there's Mr. Yarndaw. How are you doing, Mr. Yarndaw, Jerry? And I'm trying to, because I want to show some stuff real quick, and I want to talk about some stuff. So I'm trying to. Okay, I think if I missed your question, please leave it in the comments. But I have some stuff to talk about. This week, Joann's released 3 new lines of yarn. I got them early, and I got to mess with them, and I love them. These 2 rows are called Big Twist Rave. They, let me pull it out. Oh, of course, Michael, of course. I can't read. They have 312 yards in this, and it is a 4-weight. Very, very pretty colors. This is 3 colors of it, but there's more, a lot more. They're just very, very pretty colors. This one I love the best. I'm an orange freak, y'all know that. Orange, and then they got this. It's called Electric Citrus. Very fitting name. This one is called Icy Blue. Very pretty. Uh, I believe this one, yep, Light Bright. This one was called Light Bright. And they're all 4 weight, as you can see. And it's a medium 4 weight. But, it's beautiful. The rest of the colors they have are really, really pretty, except for one that I don't want to play with. And again, they're called the Big Twist Rave Collection. Or that just, yeah. They are beautiful yarns. There's, like I said, the one that I'm iffy about, it's called Traffic Cone. So it's orange and gray. I'm iffy on that one, but some people may like it. The other line that came out was Big Twist Prism. This one is called Angel Blue Quartz. And it is but that label's in the way. There we go. Oh, so is this one. It is a 4-weight medium. You can barely see it because of the way that the label is. It is just very, very, very pretty. And it's, if I can do it right. I don't know how Crystal does it, but that's how but you can see it's twisted. And I really like that. Especially when you're making like beanies. I love this twist on the yarns that are like that. The other line that came out is Big Twist T-shirt, and it's 100 my eyes are 131 yards, and guess what? It's T-shirt yarn. Very pretty color. They got a lot of other colors, but here's what we're going to do. We are going to do a giveaway. The giveaway is going to be a replay giveaway. And that's the instructions you'll be doing for the replay. And what you're going to get is you're going to get this. All 3 of the Icy Blue. You're going to get all 3. That's almost 1,000 yards. That's plenty of projects. So what you'll do is after the live, you'll go into the comments and type #replay rave. And then tomorrow, I will be on the live die with Dawn Aaron. And sometime during that live die, we will take a minute, pull up the comment picker, and pick a winner. And once the winner is picked, then you'll just email me. My email is on my about page. And you can email me and I'll get it out to you. But it's all 3 of these is what you'll get. I think that's pretty darn good. I'm going to leave that going up. I'm going to try to get back to there we go. Michael, are you going to have membership soon? How many more watch hours do you need? Ugh, girl, I need about 1,400 more watch hours. And I want to do memberships, and that's where I want to do kind of projects that have, I don't know, more complicated stitches, the more advanced stitches. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've still got to figure that out. But I wouldn't mind having memberships and then try to figure out what I can do for the members. There's things that I have thought about doing for the members because I'm going to be doing them for tutorials anyway. So I don't know. I really don't know. Everything on that part is up in the air. After you finish, can you go back and crochet a single crochet on the back side to keep the curl down? I've never done that. Um, sorry, I'm trying to do it in my head. I don't see why not. As much, I don't know how much of the. Oh yes, this is U.S. and Canada only. Sorry, the giveaway is U.S. Canada only. I am so sorry. I should have said that. Plus, you got to be 18 to enter, and all that. YouTube is not associated with this giveaway. It's just me and all that other legal stuff that I just totally drew a blank on. Sorry. And I don't see why, Christy, that it should help some. Yes. I am so sorry. I should have mentioned all that. All right, I'm gonna try to get going. Yes, he gets fed. He's not starving like somebody else's husband. Hey Zach, thank you for coming in. And I gotta make that jacket. Graph cans, you can put a flannel piece. Okay, there you go. The graph cans. I don't add anything to the back. Um, but you can. I'm trying to make sure we don't skip any questions. And see, yeah, Nessa, she does Tunisian too. Hasn't done any backings, but it depends on your yarn you use too. She likes me. It can be heavy, warm, and solid. Simple, simple or knit. Yeah, those are the two warmest stitches. The others are a little airier. I mean, Tunisian in general is warmer, but those are the warmest stitches. They're the stitches that are going to make you nice and warm during the winter. And trying to get down so I don't mess with anybody. I'm just trying. My Joanne's is so huge and no aren't. You got some awesome art. Thank you, thank you. When I found Big Twist like 2 years ago, I've been hooked ever since. I like the softness of it. Everybody uses Red Heart. Everybody kind of some people like Red Heart, some people don't. I'm one of those that don't. It feels like I'm working with sandpaper. I I don't. Yeah, and then it drags on my wooden needle, and I just don't want to do the wooden needle. And remember, after my live, if you stay here, you're going to be redirected to over to part 3 of Triple Threat Thursday, and that is Spring the Fiber Enthusiast. And then there's going to be a surprise at the end as well. I'm trying to keep going. Yes, Shirley. Like this electric citrus is really, really pretty. It screams, and I love it. The angel quartz I think is pretty too. I'm gonna try to work up some beanies probably or slouchy beanies in this, and work on it. Work those up in a tutorial with this, so people can actually see the yarn being worked up. And no, I'm not trying to sit there and peddle Joanne's. Well, sort of. I'm just kidding. But they came out with those lines, and I pay attention to new lines that they have that are pretty. And these, I thought you guys would really, really, really like. I wish I had all the other colors, but I don't. But there's an orange with I want to say a purple in it, and it is very pretty. Um, they have quite a few other. They have a purple one, a purple and blue. That's very pretty as well. All of them are except for that one traffic cone. The traffic cone is gray and orange, and I just don't. I don't feel it. Okay, I can see where people are talking about the yarn, and oh my god. And you can use any type of yarn in Tunisian as long as you got a big enough hook. You can use it. I'm going to be using this stuff in a tutorial, the t-shirt yarn. I'm going to use it in a tutorial for an item. But I've never worked with t-shirt yarn. This will be the first time, Shirley, that I'll work with t-shirt yarn. So we'll find out, won't we? Y'all see it in the tutorial how it is. Yes. Remember the replay? It's US, Canada. I'm going to edit that in there right now so y'all can see it. Where is the banners? And let me hide it for a second. Sorry, I'm just going to do this. And the only reason that it's oh, I got to scroll down there. There. It is US, Canada only. It's because of the cost of shipping. The cost of shipping has gotten higher. It keeps going up. It's crazy. And then the length of time. Unless I'm using the crazy cotton that says DK, but it's closer to a 2-weight or a lace weight. The bigger yarns would be nicer. Hey, if it could be done, do it. You know. And Shirley, you could crochet a border, but it would probably take more than one round to do any good. Maybe, and it would. It would. You would have to do a bigger border, and it would take away from the project, in my honest opinion. I try to make everything that I do with my projects that everything goes together. And can you make wearables or just blankets and shawls? I can make wearables. I've made beanies. There's a beanie right on Rufus. His name is Rufus. I've made ear warmers. I've made gloves, fingerless gloves, sweaters. I'm going to be making soon on the tutorial list. I'm going to be doing cardigan tutorials. So I can do wearables. Blankets was how I started doing Tunisian. I'm blanketed out. Especially after that bod one. I am blanketed out. I needed a break on blankets for a long, long time. And then Lisa. I was at Joann's today and Big Twist. Well, yes, there's a big sale going on today. Started today. This stuff that I showed, the rave, is I want to say 525, 5 something like that. It's 25% off. Normally it's $6.99. It's on sale. And yeah, Tracy, yes. I love Big Twist. No, 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 Red Heart. I love it. And you're very welcome. And Nessa, honestly, the backing, I'd be worried that the blanket would be really warm and heavy. Right now, I barely use 2 of my Tunisian blankets. I get too hot. Could also be hot flashes and night sweats. I sit here with a heating blanket and and a Tunisian blanket because I'm always cold. I'm always cold. Ask Dawn, did she get my Gmail? She's in here. Dawn, did you get Jennifer's Gmail? Um, should probably pay attention to that. And Yard Lumber Regina, if you have a Joann's and they have a decent yarn selection, like my Joann's does, they have a really, really good heaven. That's what I call it. Their Big Twist has every color. Oh my gosh, like they have so many colors that just even they're like solid colors. It puts Red Heart, it puts Lion Brand to shame at how many colors they have in their value line. It is a lot. Go in there, get the filling, squish it, play with it, do what you got to do. and see if you like it. And Shirley Bain, it's good to know what's available out there. I never used Big Twist, but now I want to try it. I I went there because you're gonna find this funny. For years, I thought Joann's was a hair supply thing for cosmetics and stuff. That's really what I thought it was. And then they cut down this little bush that was covering the rest of the sign, and it says arts and crafts. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what. So I went in there, and I was looking around at the yarn, and I saw their value yarn, and I started. I touched it. I was like, oh no, 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 no! I gotta have this now, and went from there. Y'all have never used Big Twist, please give it a try. I use it for a ton of projects, including I do too. I do too. I can't use animal fibers. I'm highly allergic. It's not the lanolin, it's the fiber itself. It embeds itself in my skin that it feels like it's insulation. And like the insulation you put in your walls, and it breaks me out. It makes me puffy. It does a lot, and it's not worth it. I'm not gonna sit there and have or people. I've been told crochet with gloves when I'm using it. Do you know how hard it is to do anything in Tunisian with gloves? It ain't gonna happen. I mean, I have to take my ring off because I can't. Um, and you're welcome, Spring. Of course. I would like to make a bag out of shirt yarn. I'm still debating on what I want to make out of that t-shirt yarn. It's 260 yards. Not really a lot in Tunisian I can make, because Tunisian, regardless, it's a yarn eater. Um, and Tracy says she's made purses with t-shirt yarn. There's Karen says I am curious about t-shirt yarn. Not tried it, but stretch makes me think tension. Yeah, tension will be a concern. I'm curious to work it up. That's going to be coming really soon, probably in the next few weeks that I actually will have the tutorial out, because I'm going on a film binge, I guess you could call it, where I'm trying to bust out a bunch of tutorials so that way I can work on these bigger tutorials. That way it allows me time, because there's no way I'm going to work up, especially in Tunisian, I'm going to work up a cardigan in a week. I can film the tutorial and edit it and have it out at the same time. There's just no way that's going to happen. It's hard. Okay, people talk. Yeah, and let's see. I'll ask Dawn. Oh, she's rinsing yarn. Okay, I didn't know. I thought she was still here. I'm sorry. I didn't know. And never judge. Yeah, I'm not a fan. It feels like sandpaper to me. And Mari Buckwald. Absolutely love Tunisian style. Never saw it until Bod mentioned you, so I had to check it out. Well, thank you. It like Tunisian people. Everybody can tell you in here. I get super excited talking about Tunisian. Tunisian is a beautiful product. It's a beautiful stitches. There's so many of them. There's over 400 stitches. I have right now 304, with three that were lost. That makes 307, but I'm not counting those yet because I haven't worked them up and I haven't deciphered their instructions from 1900, because it was different lingo, different terminologies, all that happy stuff that they did. It's just a little bit, yeah, it's complicated trying to figure out some of this stuff. And then and switching hooks can really help with that bamboo. I haven't messed with the bamboo. I've got a mess ton of it over here. I haven't messed with it yet. I have ideas, because I've got three of every color that they have. I have ideas. It's just trying to get those ideas from here to paper or to my hands. Sometimes things don't match up. Y'all know how that goes. That did sound bad, Tony. And I did too. I grew up with Red Heart. My grandmother always using Red Heart, but now it's like Red Heart has gotten even rougher. It's like I don't know, like there's a glue in it, and it gives me the heebie-jeebies. And really, all we have is here where I live, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and Joann's, and you have one local yarn shop, and that is it. And that's all we have. Oh, and Walmart's. I mean, we have the Walmart's carry yarn, but that's the Red Heart stuff that nobody really. I mean, a lot of people don't buy because it's usually the same stuff there. Huh. Um, let's see. And remember, here in just a few minutes, if you stay till the end, you're going to be automatically directed over to Spring the Fiber Enthusiast, which is part 3 of the triple threat. And then I made a dog beds out of t-shirt yarn, and they all love them. Then the stuff material, I could see that. I could really see that. And you got Don Aaron over here fighting with the bees. She needs to pay attention of the bees. I Tunisian to me keeps me out of here. It makes me pay attention to what I'm doing, and it helps with mental health. I really believe it helps. Crochet in general helps with mental health. And I like if more men would get into Tunisian or even just crochet. Yes, there's a few of us out there, but there's not a lot of us. Or the stereotypes have taken them over, and they don't want to share that they do it. Who cares? You know, do you crochet, knit, do Tunisian, cross stitch? If it helps your mental health, because men tend to not seek help, because we were told, when we were kids, to keep everything bottled up and don't cry. Men don't cry. Men don't ask for help, which is wrong. Everybody should be asking for help if there's something wrong. Everybody should cry if there's something wrong. And that's what I'm hoping that something comes out of all this is awareness and the awareness of Tunisian. That's what I really want. I don't wear them when I'm sitting at the computer, just because I don't need them at most of the time. Plus the glare from the light, it'll look funky. That's why I don't wear my glasses. And hi Posh, how are you doing? Thank you for coming. And I'm gonna keep going. And Blessed to Crochet, it is LLAP for live long and prosper. I see you got it right. Trying to get done. Yes, there is so many stitches, and I've got tutorials scheduled out until 2028, almost knocking 2029. That's how many there are. Trying to get going. And again, if I've missed your question, please, please leave it in the comment section of the replay, and I will answer your question. And Mr. Jerry said I ordered aluminum. Oh my gosh, aluminum knitting needles. Should have gotten wood. I like the feel of wood. To me, I like that. And then let's see. I'm trying to make sure. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm there. All right. So just in time. If y'all just hold tight, I'm going to end the stream and you will be redirected over to Spring. Thank you all for being here. I love you all. I really, really do. Remember, keep stitching. And enter the replay giveaway.